there's a microphone. Mike, go ahead.
I guess Matt did the decision to go with Evan tonight in the starting lineup, and what was behind that?
Yeah. Nothing really besides, he really struggled against Illinois, and I thought he practiced harder than anybody in practice. We went the first day, and it's like, you wanted energy, you wanted some pop, and him and Mason Gillis were the two guys that played the hardest in practice. So I was like, we have to get it from somebody. Like, it's, when you're searching, I think a lot of coaches go through this, is when you don't have high energy guys and you got to get yourself going, and you have that inconsistency where you've played well, but then like we've had just huge lulls. And then obviously the second half of Illinois wasn't good for us, and they had a lot to do with it, but we've still had that before. It's not like that hasn't happened for us, it just hasn't happened for us at home. And I just thought, we got to get it in terms of a competitive spirit, from somewhere. And it's not to say that other people aren't playing hard, but collectively I wouldn't say we played hard against Illinois. And I thought tonight he gave us great energy and a great lift, and obviously helped us on the glass, and did some really good things. But that was the kind of the reasoning behind it.
Yeah, I read you talked about toughness after the Illinois game, and I'm wondering how much that was in their heads, because it seemed to start on the rebounding on the glass tonight.
Right. Yeah, we got out rebounded, I think, by 18. So tonight we out rebounded them pretty significantly.
Yeah. Like 20 something on the offensive glass. Or
Right. Yeah. And so I just thought we, mentally and physically, Illinois was just tougher than us. And you have to be ready to play. And some things might not go your way, but you got to embrace the physicality of the game. And we simply didn't. I thought tonight we did a much better job with that.
Coach, defensively, you held them only 15 points in the first half. What was working so well for you guys on defense? Was it maybe because of the lineup change, or was it something else?
I thought sometimes you can have a little bit of fool's gold when you shoot the ball so well in a game. They had 17 or 18 threes in their previous game. So when guys are really feeling, good about themselves in terms of the way they can shoot it, and obviously they were a team that just shot the ball well. And we just wanted to have active hands. We wanted to kind of limit them from getting clean looks. If they were going to make, tough shots, we wanted them, to shoot over us and make it contested, and not give them angles and not get into rotations as much. And at times when they pop on their threes, you have to rotate to their bigs. But I thought early in the first half we did a really good job of just having active hands and staying into the basketball and making it hard on them.
Matt, can you talk a little bit too about the energy you got from Isaiah?
Right. Well, I thought Isaiah played well. He did some really good things. He's a shot maker more than anything. That's what we need. I think as time goes on, that decision making, and it has got to be where you got a 3-to-1 assist turnover ratio, and be that great lead guard. But the best thing he does is shoot the basketball. So getting him out there and getting him minutes, getting him comfortable, and trying to get him into some action where he can be aggressive, whether driving or shooting threes.
Starting second halves hasn't always been your strength this season, but being up 18 at half, those first 4 minutes were damn near flawless. What kind of went into that?
Yeah. Oh, well, first of all, we got we got that pin down right away for Sasha to hit a three, and that's always helped us. He hit a couple threes there in that first 4 minutes, but we got no gel on a post up. We got a couple other drives that worked for us. We got some offensive rebounds too, so we got some second chance points in that equation. Just a little bit of everything, but it was good. Other night, we start the second half, and you take 3 or 4 good shots and you miss them, and now you take 3 or 4 good shots and you make them, and then you're getting offensive rebounds when you do miss them, and now you're getting other opportunities. So it's a combination of making shots, but also giving some effort and trying to get a couple more cracks in it.
Not just a stretch when Harms and Trevion both had 2 fouls, and you had to go with Evan at the center to close out the first half the way that you did. I think it was 14-4 at that point. How big was that stretch?
It was huge. The one thing that's going to help us, is he's very similar to what Wisconsin does. He can stretch the defense by picking and popping at 5, and he knocked down the 1-3 and made a couple plays for us. So, but it was huge. Both of those guys are in foul trouble, and I can play. I played with 2 fouls, but if he was, we were going to see how that worked, and he was really productive. So that was great to see.
So this win coming after 2 hard losses, what can you guys take from this game moving forward into a road game against Rutgers, where
Yeah.
there's obviously been less success on the road?
Right. Well, I think we're in a boat with a lot of different people. Being very close to, whether you're in the tournament, kind of out of the tournament, it's always interesting to see. But it also gives you hope more than anything. There's people out there that we won some games for some quality people, but yet we haven't been a consistent team. And I think anytime you're in a tough league and you're in that middle of the pack, and we've been a little bit lower than that, at times it can get frustrating because you continue to play quality people. But that's what you want. You want to keep having those opportunities. And the thing that we've been striving for is kind of a consistent 5 or a consistent rotation, and we haven't had that. We just haven't. And but I think for our guys, just trying to get to that point doesn't mean you can't achieve that consistency. That's what we're striving for. We've yet to put it together where we've won 3 games in a row, or 4 games in a row, or 5 games in a row. And obviously having one of those stretches is going to help anybody in our league for how jumbled up it is.
Me?
Go ahead.
Just the job you guys did on Kobe King, especially Nogel. That was what were you trying to get done there, I guess.
Yeah, well, you have a decision to make. And we have a lot of respect for their team. Have a lot of respect for Brad Davison and his ability to score and make plays and his toughness. And Kobe King can get those mid-range shots. He can get post-ups. He can score in a variety of ways. He's not a prolific three-point shooter, but if you leave him open, he'll knock those down too. And we just thought he meant a lot to their team. And we thought with Nogel and his size. But the thing with it, we switched a lot. We switched more today than we normally switch. And so everybody was guarding, different guys on their team. And so, I thought it was just a total team effort. But no, Nogel's a quality, defensive player, and we just want to make it hard on him. But we got a lot of respect, for him.
Coach, you talked about trying to move toward having a consistent 5. Do you think you're getting closer to that? Obviously tonight looked a little bit wise.
Well, I think you see is how we play sometimes versus particular people, versus more traditional, old school Big Ten teams versus a more athletic team. The thing with Illinois that they pose an issue with is just they got good athleticism and good size. I think they have a very, very good combination. And if they can consistently shoot threes, I think they could be a very dangerous team in the NCAA tournament. A very dangerous team. Because they can play a couple different ways. They can hurt you on the interior. They can hurt you with their ability to drive the basketball. If they hit threes to go along with those 2 assets, they're going to be a tough out in the NCAA tournament. But you're just facing some different styles, and so our ability to adapt sometimes has been a struggle, or be quicker to the ball maybe is a better way of putting it. So if we can stay out of rotations like tonight, I thought we did a better job of staying out of rotations. It really helps us rebounding. It really helps us. But when you get against teams with different matchups and stuff, I wish I had an answer for each time. If I had an answer for it, we'd be undefeated. So obviously, but you still search for it. So, but I was happy with our effort today. If you play hard, sometimes things don't have to be perfect, and you can still win.
Is there anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.